Who are you?
Cian O'Connor.
And what's your sport?
Sport of show jumping.
Favourite sports person?
Tiger Woods.
Favourite food?
Fillet steak.
If you were a car, what would you be?
Audi S8.
Why?
Bit like me, sturdy on the outside with plenty of poke beneath.
What music do you like to listen to before you compete?
I love all kinds of music. I often get slagged for some of my music choices. Wide range, everything Irish. I liked Westlife when they were together. Please don't slag me too much about that.
Last book you read?
Shane Filan's autobiography. Show jumping is basically a competition where horses jump 16 or 17 obstacles over a course of fences. You have to compete with inside a certain time allowed. Then there's a jump off usually against the clock, and the fastest clear round wins. My biggest successes to date, I suppose, have been a member of the winning Aga Khan team in the RDS twice, and I've jumped in over 90 Irish Nations Cup teams, and I won a bronze medal at the London Olympic Games. There's a poem hanging in my office, If by Rudyard Kipling, and it's 2 lines from it. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those 2 impostors just the same. It's an interesting poem to reflect on sometimes, and I suppose everybody has ups and downs in their careers, and that really sums it up quite well. I think Ireland as a nation, we punch above our weight in most sports for a small country, and Ireland is synonymous with the horse. Everywhere we go, people fear the Irish team, and it's not an easy task because you're up against countries with larger numbers and larger budgets, so it's quite hard to compete at that level, but I think we're a country to be reckoned with on the international stage. There are different types of horses. Obviously, horses with laid-back temperaments, horses that are a bit more anxious, horses that jump with different techniques, that need different pressure. It's all about, when you ride a horse, it's all about the relationship between the rider's eye and the rider's leg and hand. So those 3 things work simultaneously to place the horse at that 5'6" jump to enable him to get over it. So there's a lot of trust and a lot of training has to go in so that the horse trusts you. I mean, it can take up to a year and a half to develop that kind of relationship with an experienced horse. Before London, I had Blue Lloyd 7 or 8 months, and which would be unusually quick to get to know a horse. But he was a special character. He was he was something else. He had an ability to be able to win, and he was a fighter. So normally when we're going into the course, as we're walking up from the warming up arena to the main arena, we're almost visualizing how we're going to jump that course in terms of the approach to the first fence, the speed to the second fence, the turn to the third, and so on. And you're discussing how you're going to ride it, where your body position is going to be, your balance. So quite technical. You're kind of talking yourself into a story of what you'd like to achieve if you're going to jump a clear round. So it is visualization, if you like, and you try and make that happen, execute that plan when you go in the ring. I suppose show jumping has a perception of being an elitist sport, and to somewhat, there's no point in denying it, that to compete at the highest level and to have these horses, you do need access to funds. But I mean, there are opportunities. We have Irish riders who have gone abroad and worked in places like Florida and worked hard and really improved their skills, found owners, and in due course came onto the team. I mean, it's a wonderful hobby, and it's something that we'd all really encourage people to do. I suppose I feel very fortunate to be able to compete at the highest level and earn a living at something that is so enjoyable and something that I find easy. So I think from that point of view I'm very lucky. But it's important to stay on top of your game, stay focused. I'm totally focused on the Olympic Games. For me, the Olympics in London changed my life for the better, and I really want to go to Rio and be a part of a team gold medal performance there. It's something that I think is possible. It takes a lot of planning, a lot of sacrifices, but there's nothing else I think about every day, only that.